Somebody has to say this, and welcome to this video where I will tell you what in my opinion is the biggest problem the One Piece community has. In itself, One Piece is a great story and I love reading it and talking about it. I mean, my entire channel is built up on creating One Piece content. But there are a few things that really annoy the hell out of me, that make me hate the community. And you might think that hate is a strong word, but it really is like that. First of all, the One Piece community has a few problems on platforms like Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and other places as well. Here I'm talking about the normal viewers and fans, people like you and me. So these just go there and randomly, we all know that there's a problem that the scans come out basically a week before the official One Piece chapter. So because it's like that, that just means that people who want to read the official thing get spoiled. And I hate spoilers with a burning passion, because once they get spoiled, it takes out the fun of the things. And imagine once the One Piece is it's revealed what the One Piece is, and somebody just writes it on Twitter, and I'm scrolling through it because I want to see what my friends are writing or something, and suddenly you see like, oh yeah, the One Piece is they destroyed the Red Line, and then there's the One Piece and everything. I just don't want that. Why can't you keep that to yourselves? Write that to your friends in a private chat, or don't write it in a public place. That's for the people on Twitter. There's also, Geo said something like this here. Even though Geo is a bit of a troll sometimes as well, I just want to include that what he said here because it is very much true. If we don't take care of ourselves like what he did here, then we will have no way of making sure to enjoy One Piece the way you want to do. The only One Piece YouTuber that I can say is actually taking care of us in that way is Roger Space. Because Roger Space, all his thumbnails for his reactions are made specifically by his artist to still show something of the chapter, but not really be spoilery. And anyways, the thumbnail, because he reads the official, he's the only guy who can do these things, because most other people have already read it anyways. So if only after his reaction he changes the thumbnail to what the thing is there. So after that, I guess many people have seen it or not, but at least he's giving us the time for it. And other people, that's my next point on this list here, I don't like the spoilers from the very big One Piece YouTubers. I've picked out a few examples from two One Piece YouTubers that I followed in the past, but I'm not really watching their things anymore because they just keep on spoiling me, and I had to think about actually unsubscribing because of that. These two YouTubers namely are Ohara and Grand Line Reviews. The first thing was in a battle between Kid and Shanks, and we see in this picture here of Grand Line Review where Shanks is together with the arm of Kid, which obviously made us think, okay, Shanks defeated Kid. He didn't actually get the arm, but that instantly showed us that Kid was devastated by Shanks and there was nothing there. The same for the picture from Ohara that actually even shows us the Kamusari, or God's departure, divine departure, I'm not really sure, where he actually jumps Kid in one attack. And I just don't think that that's good to show. You can make a thumbnail appealing without even spoiling other people. And first of all, like, I know the whole thing of we want to be the first one to bring out the review, but you already have everything that you need. And if people want to watch your content, they can also watch it after the official releases. It's not like it's going to hurt you to release them on Sunday or even on Monday. And personally, I don't think that's going to hurt you, because if people want to see it, they are still going to watch your reviews. It's not like the reviews are replacing the actual chapter, but if there's a thumbnail like that, it's going to spoil things and going to take away the fun of some other readers like me. Then I have only some other examples from Grand Line Review, like recently when there was the battle between Garp, or the battle that hasn't really started just yet, but it was the quick start of Garp versus Kuzan, and Kuzan wasn't even there in chapter 179 or 180 yet, and suddenly when this video comes out, I instantly know, oh, in this new chapter Kuzan is going to appear and he's going to confront Garp. And that's just annoying. Why don't you consider what other people want to do? It's like, it's not hard to be considerable for other people. So why don't you just take a few steps back and don't make spoilery thumbnails? Because this is spoiling. And I say, and yes, there have already been videos talking about this, saying like, oh, it's not spoiling, it's just Garp and Kuzan on the thumbnail. But I'm saying Kuzan was nowhere there. We knew Kuzan was with Blackbeard, but the last thing we saw him in was when he captured Pudding. So we could still think that he maybe is on Whole Cake Island. And this just spoils a reveal from the chapter. If it was just Garp on the thumbnail, it would still work out because we already saw Garp on the last chapter. And then we know that Garp is going to do something again. And it's not spoiling it because we already knew that Garp is in this chapter. And even then, there are probably other ways to make thumbnails appealing that don't include any spoilers in any way. And not only these vague things of seeing, oh yeah, this character appears and this character appears. You can also be just completely non-spoiler. Even if it's just a black thumbnail. I mean, you are a big One Piece YouTuber if you even see this. You don't need these kind of thumbnails. You can make it better. Then we come to my next point. Overpraising Oda. You know that people on the internet and everything else call Oda Goda because he's a god at foreshadowing and other things. Stop overpraising him like that. He's just a human, he makes mistakes. One Piece is not the perfect story and everything that we have read. We have our complaints with fake out deaths, with missing stakes at some points, with other things here and there. I'm not going to go into the specifics, but just think about it. I don't even know if Oda would like it if you put him on this kind of pedestal. It also maybe hurts him actually because he always feels like he has to achieve the things that other people expect from him. But I don't also want to put any of my ideas onto what Oda is thinking. It's just stop overpraising him. You can enjoy the story without putting him on this crazy shining altar or something where he's just some sort of deity. He's just a human like us and it's not anything special. One Piece is a good story, but it has its mistake. So just don't do that. It's really annoying me, and I think it actually also annoys people and makes them think I'm not getting into One Piece because the community seems annoying because they're treating the author like he's some sort of god. And finally, my last point for this video is down talking what other people enjoy. Yes, One Piece is a good story. I enjoy it, but I also enjoyed Bleach. And then again, other people might enjoy Naruto or other stories. And if somebody says like, oh yeah, I really like Jujutsu Kaisen, it's my favorite show. And then they randomly, without even mentioning like a One Piece in this statement, because they just said I like Jujutsu Kaisen, somebody who's a One Piece fan appears and says, oh yeah, you only like Jujutsu Kaisen because you haven't seen One Piece. One Piece is much better. Don't talk down what other people think. If they like that show, it's great. Appreciate it for them. If you like One Piece, it's also great. You don't need to talk bad about the things other people enjoy. Let them enjoy their things, and if they want to watch One Piece and actually start to like it more than their previous favorite show, that's great, but just stop talking down to people like you are great for reading One Piece. One Piece is just a story about goofy pirates on their adventures. And then again, One Piece is also not the greatest show ever made. That title goes to Boku no Pico. And if you haven't watched that, go watch that show. But I guess that's just my rant and everything else, my critique about One Piece. And if you have other things to complain about One Piece, tell me in the comments what you don't like about One Piece. It's sure to be interesting for me as well to read your opinions. But that's all from me for today. All that's left to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. Pyro out. Bye.